Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to talk about a topic that has been on my mind lately, which is what the world needs. And I personally feel like I've been on a journey for the last 5 years of connecting with my authenticity and my authentic self, and then integrating it and embodying it and practicing showing up as my authentic self every single day of my life. So my life has become very authentic. My life has become very pure. And I really hope that each and every single one of you can take these nuggets of wisdom with you and implement them into your daily life so that you can live a more authentic life as well, because we need more authentic people. We as humans, how do we operate? Let's think about it. When we're young, we are operating based upon our caregivers' expectations, ideas, and teachings of how we should be living in the world. For some people, that's parents. For some people, that's teachers. I don't know. I'm trying to be sensitive because some people don't have parents, but many of us do, and so our parents and our families and our older siblings just end up having such a huge impact on how we move through the world. So that's number one group that could be affecting your authenticity. And I want you to ask, and because the time that we're growing up is such a potent time for our subconscious mind, we're just like absorbing everything that we're around. As we grow older, we need to ask ourselves, oh no, my bell pepper's in the oven. This was such a potent thought. Oh my God, what do I do here? I guess I'll be back. Fuck. Okay, I'm back. So I was talking about the different things that could be limiting our authenticity and how we show up in the world. Number one is family. Number two is our teachers. Number three is school systems. Number four, people that we're around. Number five, media that we intake and consume. That includes movies, TV shows, song lyrics, books, because at the end of the day, all of these different things that I just mentioned are external frequencies. And what is authenticity? Authenticity is our internal frequency without any distractions, without anything else coming into the radio station. Like, if you tune out of your family, your friends, your work, your school, your media, what do you have left? You have your authentic self. And so how people really can step into their authentic self, and not how they can, but one major way and catalyst for people to find their authentic selves is usually when they go through a life-shattering event that strips everything else away and forces them to be completely alone. And it can feel super hard. It can feel super unknown, because that's all we're used to in this world, is all these external frequencies affecting how we show up in the world. Because everything that we intake into our energy field is affecting us in some way, shape, or form. That could show up as like limiting beliefs. That could show up as critical voices in your head. That, for example, for me, a big thing is I actually don't want to give a personal example, but you know what a limiting belief is. So I trust that we don't need to go over that. But part of my journey to finding my authentic self involved me being completely and utterly alone with nothing coming into my energy field. And I gotta say, I found my higher self activities, is what I call them. And these are activities that really make my soul sing. They are things that I should be doing to raise my vibration if I want to show up more authentically in the world. And if I hadn't been doing these consistently for 5 years, and if I hadn't found my 5 authentic values that allow me to live an authentic life, I would not be here on YouTube talking away, posting away, sharing my energy, sharing my vibration right now. Like, I really attribute showing up as my authentic self to why I am where I am right now, which involves not working a 9-to-5 job, living abundantly, still having enough money to go around, starting this YouTube channel. I started a blog. I have 2 partners, which is so amazing. And yeah, like, I feel like I'm living the life of my dreams, but it's because I chose myself first. And guess what, guys? This is a very Aries energetic discussion topic right now, and we are about to have an Aries new moon. Aries season just started. I'm an Aries rising, and guys, it's just like a wonderful energy to like really truly find yourself. So I want to ask you, when was the last time you intentionally spent time by yourself with nothing else coming into your energy field? That is so important. You need to give time. You need to give yourself time and space to feel what comes up, number one, because a lot of us, before we start living authentically, we are actually just running away from a lot of unprocessed feelings. So I feel like the journey to becoming a more authentic person does involve a lot of feeling and a lot of releasing, at least in the beginning. Can't say that that's really too much of a part of my journey anymore, but it definitely was. It definitely was. Like, you gotta stop distracting yourself with all the media and your friends and your family and your job. Like, why are you putting yourself at the bottom of that list? Why are you putting yourself at the bottom of that list? I think if you are to truly show up as your authentic self, you need to put yourself at the top of that list. You need to say no more. You need to instill more boundaries. But you also need to know what you're about, what your soul wants, and then do it. Okay? Like, that is showing up as your authentic self. People pleasing is not showing up as your authentic self. I hate to break it to you. Working a career just because that's what your family expects and wants of you to, that's not showing up as your authentic self. There's so many ways. So I think I just want to share what showing up as my authentic self looks like. Just some of the examples. So like my like higher self activities that kind of like got me onto this different timeline of like, now I'm like really living my authentic life, my most authentic life, showing up as my authentic self. The things that got me here were, the dark night of the soul, feeling my feelings, being at the rock bottom, being alone. Being alone was like a huge part of this whole journey. Learning to be alone for the first time in my life, learn to love being alone for the first time in my life. You know, like turning off your phone vibes for like hours and just existing by yourself is so powerful, you guys. I mean, it's so powerful. I literally went to a 10-day silent meditation retreat where I turned my phone off and I didn't talk to anyone for 10 days. Like, we just went inwards. It was so nice. It was the best time of my life. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times because a lot came up and I was literally releasing for 10 days straight. And people broke their silence and the rules of the Vipassana retreat to come like pat me on the shoulder and like check in on me to see if I was okay, because that's how much I was releasing. Good times. That was like, I was just like, oh my God, wow. But yeah. Anyways, I show up as the tools that I use to show up as my authentic self are tapping into my creativity. So I play the flute. I love to dance. I like to make art sometimes. Um, that's number one. Number two, I love to express. I have 3 Gemini placements, so I love to talk, I love to write, I love to conversate, I love to but like it doesn't have to be conversations with other people. It could be a conversation with myself. It could be making these YouTube videos. It could be writing my blog. Like there are so many different ways that I express, right? I express my divinity. I express my authentic self. Journaling. Okay. Journaling was huge in getting me to where I am today. Can't say I journal too much anymore, but it was a very powerful tool to get me to find out who I authentically am deep down so that I can project that into the world every single day. Okay, period. Being in nature, hiking, that has connected me to the earth. It has connected me to the environment. It has connected me to the plants. And that is a big part of my career journey. I'm an environmentalist, and I know that's super broad, but we're not going to get into it right now. But that is my authentic self. That's my authentic path. And girl, I fucking knew that since the time I was in high school. But now I am living super authentically on that path of saving the environment without killing myself. Okay, part of my authentic path is that I do not want to work 40 hours a week. I don't want to be in the matrix. I didn't really realize that when I like a while ago, but now I am here and I can clearly say for me to fully show up and to do good work, I can't be like a beat down baddie. I can't be depleted. I need time to prioritize myself, my health, my wealth, my mind, my body, my soul. There's a lot of work that I do on a consistent basis to be on this timeline. There are things that are non-negotiable. Moving my body, doing hot yoga, going on runs. Yeah, health is wealth, and so I think a big part of me showing up authentically has to do with how much I prioritize my physical, mental, and spiritual health. And I've been doing that consistently for 5 years. And that's my journey. I don't know. Maybe that's not your journey. Maybe that stuff comes all easily and naturally to you. That's great. But I've learned how to take the best care of myself, and it feels really good. And it allows me to show up authentically in the world and to do the work that I am here to do. So you guys, I hope this video was inspirational in some way, shape, or form. I promise to be back on YouTube and self-express and show up as my authentic self more than I have in the last 2 weeks where I haven't been posting. Fuck that. See? I don't know why I said see, but okay. Sending you love, sending you light, and I will catch you next time on Pearls of Wisdom. Please like this video and subscribe and comment if this helped you in any shape, way, or form. Okay, bye guys.